Hi guys, and welcome back to the Agents of Clix YouTube channel. My name's Sean and this is my weekly team build number 3. This week's fun team build is going to be built around a figure that I've been wanting to build around for quite a while, and that's the Rachel Cole Alves chase from Avengers Defenders War. Rachel Cole Alves is 90 points and is 6 clicks long. She only starts with sidestep in her movement slot and toughness in her defense slot. She does have a trait that I think is interesting. Her first trait states, at the beginning of your turn, you can choose an adjacent friendly character and 2 of the following powers: Blades Claw's Fangs, Energy Explosion, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Precision Strike, Range Combat Expert. And until the end of your turn, Rachel Cole Alves can use the first power chosen and the chosen character can use the second power chosen, as long as it is adjacent to Rachel Cole Alves. Now what may not be clear is that Rachel Cole Alves can use her power regardless of adjacency. It's only the chosen character that requires them to be adjacent to Rachel Cole Alves in order to be able to use the chosen power. She has another trait that says, Rachel Cole Alves is considered to be named Punisher for all game effects, even when she's off the map. Once per game when Rachel Cole Alves will be KO'd, instead turn her to Clix 6. Now the first part of this trait will become important later. Rachel Cole Alves has the Marvel Knights and Soldier keywords, so sticking with the Soldier theme, I'm going to add one of my favourite chases from the Deadpool and the X-Force set, in the form of Pulp Deadpool. Now Pulp Deadpool is 100 points and is also 6 clicks long. He has a trait that allows him to attach comic panels to give him access to other powers. Now although I can use the full range of comic panels, I'm going to primarily be switching between the Energy Shield Deflection and the Combat Reflexes one, depending on the situation. He also has a special movement on the majority of his dial that allows him to use Charge, Plasticity and Running Shot. Now one of the main concerns I've got with playing both Pulp Deadpool and Rachel Cole Alves is their relatively short dial. So fortunately the next character on the team will be able to stop anyone being one-shotted, and that's Peace Machine from the Marvel What If set. Peace Machine is only 50 points and has 4 clicks of health. He starts with Sidestep, TK, Toughness and Outwit with a whopping 19 defense. He has 2 traits. The first one says, Peace Machine can use Force Blast, and when he does he may target opposing characters within 3 squares in line of fire. And his second trait reads, if a character would take 4 or more damage, it takes 3 instead. I'm also going to be adding a couple of Colossal Retaliators. The first one, in my opinion, is still one of the best Retaliators in the game today, and that's the Atom from the Superman Wonder Woman set. He's 15 points and has a retaliation power and has an area of effect of all opposing characters within 2 squares of the target. Opposing characters also can't use combat reflexes, shape change or super senses for the attack. Hit characters are dealt 2 penetrating damage, and with an 11 attack he's definitely worth the 15 points. To back him up, I'm adding an Henreid onto the team. Henreid is also only 15 points. Now I struggled with this choice because sensibly the best choice would be a second Atom, but I feel that Henreid has a lot more board control, which could come in handy. His retaliation power has an area of effect of all other characters within 2 squares of the original target. Note that it says all other targets and not all opposing targets, so this would also target friendlies. The thing that makes him worth it is that even if he misses, he can place the original target within 6 squares in line of fire. And that's potentially huge, because he doesn't even need a hit, which is just as well as he only has a 9 attack. If he does hit though, the hit characters are dealt 3 damage. Next on the team is Henreid from Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Fast Forces set. Now although he doesn't have the Soldier keyword, he's considered a bystander, so it doesn't break theme. He's 15 points, tiny size, with enhancement and empower on his special damage power and super senses to protect him defensively. So that leaves me with 15 points. I could add another Retaliator or another Henry, but I wanted to add some special objects. The special objects I've decided to add are all from the Punisher Van LE resource. Normally they wouldn't be allowed unless I was playing a Punisher Van or a character named Punisher. However, because of Rachel Cole Alves' trait that I mentioned earlier that allows her to be considered as Punisher for all game effects, it's perfectly legal to play these items. And what's more, she can equip them for free. So the objects are the Riot Shield. This is a 4-point object and grants Energy Shield Deflection and Toughness. The idea is for Rachel to equip this to boost her defense. Now there is a danger that the object could be KO'd if she's dealt 3 or more damage, and I could play the Asgardian shield for the same point cost that also grants energy shield deflection, but Rachel would then need to take a power action to equip it, whereas she can equip this one for free. So this will make her a 19 defense at range. Next object is the surveillance device. It too is only 4 points, and this is for Pulp Deadpool. It grants him and adjacent friendlies improved targeting, ignoring elevated and hindering terrain when attacking opposing characters within 6 squares. The last object is the rocket launcher. It's 7 points, and the aim is for Peace Machine to equip this. Yeah, ironic, isn't it? The rocket launcher is a single-use object, and, like the surveillance device, is a power action to equip unless Rachel Cole Alves equips it. It will allow Peace Machine to make a ranged attack with a locked value of 8 range and 4 damage to a single opposing character, and after the action resolves, you can immediately deal 3 damage to each character adjacent to the original target. This makes Peace Machine even more useful than he is already, because now he can attack if the situation is right. So that's this week's 300 point soldier team. It'll give you +5 to map roll, so hopefully you should have no problem picking the map you want. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and why not leave a comment telling me what your team build would be using Rachel Cole Alves. And until next time, thanks for watching.